Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome to the very last episode of the Liverpool career mode. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for love and support on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of these episodes, we're quickly going to recap on the previous. And the previous three games were Arsenal, Leicester and Newcastle, all in the Premier League. But the first game being against the Gunners, we didn't get off to the best of starts. We were 2-0 down by the 80th minute. Luckily enough, I made a brilliant substitute by bringing Kylian Mbappe on, who scored 2 goals within 5 minutes, bringing it back to 2-2. But unfortunately, Arsenal in the 90th minute got through on goal, battered one past Alisson, and then went on to beat us 3-2. So we started off the previous episode not in the best way. We started off on a little bit of a downer, and we were hoping to bounce back. And then when we faced off against Leicester in the next game, well, we did just that. We turned up on the day, we battled, we beat them, and we annihilated them 3-1. So I was very happy with that result. Bearing in mind, we played the Arsenal and Leicester game. We then come up for the final game in the previous episode against Newcastle, which was a simulated one. And luckily enough for us, we did manage to beat Newcastle 1-0 thanks to Jose Maria Jimenez. Out of all the players on the pitch, we had a fabulous team out, but it was our centre-back, Jose Maria Jimenez, who scored in the 78th minute to give us that 1-0 victory over Newcastle. But what I will say about the previous episode is it certainly didn't live up to the hype I expected. I thought coming towards the end of our career at Liverpool, the end of Season 3, we would start turning up and have no problems. The lads would be happy to finish off the league, win loads of trophies, get themselves on holiday, start celebrating. But it didn't turn out like that. We certainly started off the last episode very badly against Arsenal. Hopefully, we're not going to do that in today's episode because, like I just said a moment ago, it is the final episode of the Liverpool career mode, guys. So in store for you guys today, we have Wolverhampton Wanderers in the final of the FA Cup. We then have Wolverhampton Wanderers again in the final game of the Premier League. And then just like in Season 2, it's an all-English Champions League final. We are facing off against the opponents we played in Season 2. We did manage to beat them on the day. And that, of course, is the Red Devils, Manchester United, who we face again in Season 3 in the final of the Champions League. Also in store for today's episode, guys, we will be looking over the fan objectives. Now, bear in mind, I could do them at the start of today's episode, but we don't know if Timo Werner is going to score any more goals. We don't know if Mane or Salah is. We don't know if Naby Keita is. So the plan is we're going to obviously play all three games. I said for the last game or the last episode of the series, we're going to be playing all three games. So today's episode, guys, you've probably already seen how long it is. I'm going to say it's well into the 40, maybe even the 50-minute mark, but it's definitely going to be worth a watch because we've got three massive games, three finals, final Premier League, final FA Cup, and then importantly, the final Champions League. Once we've played all those games and got into the month of June, we will then look over the fan objectives. We'll look over our career at Liverpool. We'll look over some player growth this year, or this season, should I say. And then we will sadly go over to the office and we will retire as a legend at Liverpool. MassiveBrad will finally hang up his suit and tie and he will retire and depart the club of Liverpool. Probably want to mention now, guys, because it's very important. In the last episode, episode 92, if you haven't watched it, there was a straw poll for you guys to vote on what league you want me to manage a team for our final FIFA 19 career mode. There'll also now be a straw poll in the description and the comment section. Whatever league won, there'll be a straw poll now with all the teams from that league. Go down right now, right this second, go to the description, go to the comment section, find that straw poll link, click it, and vote for the team. Now, obviously, at this point, as I'm recording right now, I don't know which league has won. I want to leave it a couple of days, so when I start editing this video, I've got all the videos to come out before this video. So, I've got a little bit of time, but let's say the Premier League wins. The straw poll down below will now have every single Premier League team, and you need to go and vote on it. Now, I don't know which league has won, so I was just using the Premier League for example. If it was La Liga, go down there now, and there'll be every team from La Liga, and you're going to vote for which team. Bearing in mind, guys, this is, I can confirm, the last FIFA 19 career mode. I'm hoping to do one season with this one final team, and then we're done. So if you haven't voted on episode, in fact, by the time you're seeing this, it's too late. You can't even go and vote on episode 92. I'll already have set up the straw poll. But please do, if you didn't vote on episode 92, please do vote on this episode because your vote might just make the difference as to whether which team we take over for our final FIFA 19 career mode. This episode is going to be a difficult one, guys. We've been at Liverpool for 3 whole seasons. We've won some unbelievable trophies. We've had some absolutely unbelievable battles and wars with some teams. And today's episode is potentially the biggest episode we will have ever played. We've got 3 finals on the bounce. We're then going to look over the fan objectives. And then we're sadly going to retire from Liverpool. And it is going to be a very sad episode as it comes to the end of today's video. But up first, we have to stay strong. We have to stay positive. We have to forget about the retirement. We've got games to win. And the first one is the final of the FA Cup against Wolves. And I'm hoping this team right here can do some damage and help us lift that trophy and bring it back from Wembley to Liverpool for another trophy to add to the trophy cabinet. We've got Sadio Mane out on the left wing, Timo Werner at striker, Junior out on the right wing, Coutinho linking up with the Ox in the central midfield, Fabinho a little deeper in the central defensive midfield, and then Tierney, Van Dijk, Tar and Semedo at the back with Alisson between the sticks. Now I'm hopeful Timo Werner can get on the score sheet against Wolves, because as we all know, one of the fan objectives is to donate the amount of goals scored by Timo Werner in all competitions. So if he does manage to score against Wolves, for every goal he scores, it's an extra £1 added to the pot. But we're at Wembley, we're about to face off against Wolves. Can we get off to an unbelievable start in this very sad and emotional final Liverpool career mode episode? Well, Wolverhampton Wanderers are the team that stand between us and the Emirates FA Cup. In 90 minutes time, one of these teams will be over the moon. One of them will be drowning in sorrows. I really want to win every game in today's episode. I know this is just a game, but for me, we've done 93 episodes, over 100 hours of the Liverpool career mode, and it makes me very sad and nervous to be ending this unbelievable series. It makes me sad because I've had an absolutely unbelievable time, and so many of you guys have joined the channel because of this Liverpool career mode, and that's one of the reasons I'm nervous that, you know, a lot of you are here for the Liverpool content, and obviously the Liverpool videos always get more likes and views and comments than, you know, One Season Wonder and the other series I've done. And I just hope that everyone that has supported me through the Liverpool career mode will still continue to support me with this final FIFA 19 career mode, whatever team we are. I'm hoping that you guys can support me. I'm hoping that you'll all still stick around and you won't leave the channel and unsubscribe. But you know, when you've got something so popular as in the Liverpool career mode, it is difficult to end it because you worry that you're going to end the fact that people won't want to stay subscribed to your channel anymore. But all I can say, guys, is the Liverpool career mode in FIFA 20 will be even bigger, so it would be a good idea to stick around. And Wolves have now kicked us off in this first half period. Let's get it underway. And let's lift this trophy, ladies and gentlemen. Inside to Sadio Mane. Through to Coutinho. Through to Oxlade-Chamberlain. Laying it off now to Junior. Junior through on goal. It's 1-0. It's 1-0. And it's that man there on number 15. Vinicius Junior. Well, what an unbelievable counter-attack from our side of the pitch. Within 4 or 5 passes. We're into their box. And we're 1-0 up. Unbelievable football. Look at this. Just pass, pass, pass all the way from the left side of the pitch to the right side for our right winger, our number 15, Vinicius Junior, our Brazilian man, to slot home and put us 1-0 up against Wolves. That's a great start. We need to push on and score a few more now, Red Men. Let's go over now, Coutinho. Here's the Ox now. The Ox coming forwards, a little bit of space, going to let one fly. Big strike there from Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. And what a save from Rui Patricio. Wiggles are onto his right foot, lets one fly. How he got the power on it from there. It wasn't the best positioning, but he wiggled a bit of space and that was flying in. Into Coutinho. Timo Werner, played over now to the Ox. He's going to let one fly. It's off the post and Mane's there to finish up. It's 2-0. Oh, it's offside. I wondered why the celebrations weren't going on very long there. The bold linesman says it's offside. Was it? Oh, he's onside. Surely his left leg was keeping him onside there. The line went on his right leg, but the defender's left leg was favouring. He was onside. Oh, we've been riddled there. It should be 2-0. But at least Sadio Mane was on alert, ready to slot that one home. Nice ball from the Ox there to Timo Werner, who's now going to come between these defenders. Left fly! There's the 2-0. Terrible, terrible mistake from Rui Patricio. Hits the ball out. Only for, I do believe, Coutinho or the Ox to head it to Timo Werner, who drops the shoulder to get in between it. Let's have a little look there. It's Ox who heads it down. Timo Werner takes it down round the defender, which I do believe is Connor Cody. And he bangs it on the outside of the boot into the bottom left corner and adds another goal and also another pound to that charity pot. Look, as we celebrate at the touchline, as a manager, I know how much this means to me that the players are playing well for me. The rumours have been in the papers that MassiveBrad is looking to retire at the end of the season. The players already know. I've informed the players I will be retiring at the end of today's episode. So it's nice that they've gone out there and played their goddamn heart out for me. Nicely done to go through now to Coutinho. Coutinho over to the Ox. The Ox is going to take it one way, then play it through to Vinicius Junior. Junior in behind now for Timo Werner. Oh, it's 3-0. Oh, the lads are on fire. Another goal for Timo Werner. And another pound added to the tally. That's another £2 just in this game against Wolves that has been added to the charity pot. What a ball in there from Vinicius Junior. Timo Werner rises. Timo Werner jumps. And power headers that one home. Rui Patricio had no chance. The ball's bending away from him. It's into the top left corner. And we're 3-0 up against Wolves. And it's not even been half time yet. Tar's going to have to try and close down here. Semedo does well to get on that one. Let's play it out from the back now. And as we look to play it to Coutinho, the referee in fact gets in the way of the ball. But it's regardless. The referee's blown for half time at Wembley Stadium. We're going in 3-0 up against Wolves. And I'd say from the stats, yeah, Wolves have had more possession. They've only had one shot and it wasn't even on target. That one shot coming from Butko. Wolves are just not looking great right now. I mean, one shot, not on target. We've had 7 shots, 4 on target. And out of those 4 on target, 3 have ended up in the back of the net. 1 from Junior, 1 from Timo Werner, and a second from Timo Werner. So we've definitely been the better team. We've definitely done more with the ball when we needed to. And I think with having such a tasty lead, I will look at bringing some of the bigger players off. So Coutinho is going to make his way to the bench for... In fact, let's leave Coutinho on a little bit longer. I want to play... Actually, no. Yeah, let's not make any changes yet. Coutinho is eventually going to come on for Genie. We'll look at probably bringing Mbappe and maybe Sandro Tonali or Bobby Firmino on. But for now, let's leave it because up next, we've got the final game in the Premier League in which I want some of the bigger players playing, but I also want to mix it up and play some of the signings that we brought back like Martin Skirtle and Lucas Leiva, as well as probably Joel Matip. But as we get into the second half, it's Timo Werner to kick us off, who was on for his hat-trick. The question is, can he find that third goal? Let's go through again now to Timo Werner, who's going to take a touch and come round his man. Go to Mbappe. The ball's eventually going to come to Mbappe. Laying it off now to Sandro Tonali. Through on goal. Tonali, let's fly. Sandro Tonali scores in the 84th minute to give us the 4-0 lead. Sandro Tonali's just made his way to the pitch for Fabinho. He's been absolutely unbelievable. The growth of this man is ridiculous. He's an 84 overall. Every game he's played in, he's been solid in that CDM position, and he's also backed himself a fair few goals. So congratulations, Sandro Tonali. It's his first goal in the FA Cup. And what a way to finish. Come on, ref, have a word here. This is ridiculous. We're 5 minutes in nearly. Let's get this ball. Ball into the middle now. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Big save there from Alisson. The referee is still letting it go on. Alisson punches the air. He's screaming at his defenders. Get your body on the line, lads. The Ox, get in the way of the ball. Get rid of this ball. And we've done it, lads. I can't believe we are double. Let's get rid of it, Ox. Get rid of that ball. Ref, blow for full time. Yes! We've done it. We've done it. Van Dijk lifts another trophy. How the referee allowed that. 3 minutes added on. And we got to the 96th minute. I understand there were still corners, but after the first corner and we headed it out, it was in the 94th minute. The referee should have blew for full time. But regardless, Champione, Champione, oh hey, oh hey, oh hey. We've done it. We have done it. The winners of the Emirates FA Cup for a 3rd consecutive season. Liverpool FC. And for a second time, obviously Van Dijk became our captain in season 2. He's lifted this trophy now twice. And well deserved as Van Dijk takes it off the podium. Ooh, hey! We win the FA Cup and we win our first game in the final episode of the Liverpool career mode. Well, this has lifted my spirits a lot. A lot. Unbelievable performance from the Red Men to kill off Wolverhampton Wanderers in the final 4-0. Timo Werner scores another 2 goals to add to his charity donation. Well done, Timo Werner. Great performance from every single player on the pitch there. There wasn't a player I couldn't fault. We had Van Dijk and Jonathan Tah putting their bodies on the line. Alisson pulled off 2-3 incredible saves. Way! Towards the end of that game, Timo Werner had his shooting boots on. Junior had his shooting boots on. Mane scored, but unfortunately, the linesman said it was offside. Ale, ale, ale! Ale, ale, ale! Thank you to the travelling fans. Thank you to you guys watching at home for the unreal support throughout this whole Liverpool career mode. I'm over the moon with that result. I couldn't have asked for anything better. We beat Wolves 4-0. It's not a 1 or a 2-0. There's plenty of highlights. There's 4 goals. There's 14 shots. 6 of them being on target. The Ox probably deserves, I was going to say, either the Ox or probably Mane for me were man of the match. Although Mane didn't do too much, a lot of the highlights you guys wouldn't have seen was the runs he was making, the darting in behind, coming into the middle of the field to play balls. So you can see there, Mane made that goal happen for Junior. He was the man that cut in and started playing it through the middle of the pitch. Get it over to Junior. Mane and Ox played absolutely unbelievable. The Ox nearly scored, which you will have seen from the highlight, a stunning strike from Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, which Patricio had to pull off an unbelievable save. But regardless, we beat Wolves 4-0. We lift the FA Cup. We will not be going out tonight to party and celebrate, because just tomorrow we face off against Wolves again, this time for the last game in the Premier League. Right guys, and what an unbelievable start to the very last episode of the Liverpool career mode. We've just faced off against Wolves at Wembley in the final of the FA Cup. We've just dominated and beat them 4-0. We now face off against Wolves again, but this time round, instead of being at Wembley, we're at Anfield, where the home fans can be roaring and getting behind us, and hopefully we will get the similar sort of result. We just played them in the final of the FA Cup. We're now about to play them for the 38th and the final Premier League game of Season 3 and also of this series. And I have changed up the team a lot. We are resting a lot of players ready to face up in the next game against Manchester United in the final of the Champions League. But with this lineup, I'm thinking it could be a little bit tasty. We've got some of the players that we brought back. We brought Ben Woodburn back to Liverpool, who's playing out on the left wing. We got Divock Origi back in the team. Lucas Leiva playing in the CDM role. Skrtel at centre-back. Joel Matip we brought back. And then, of course, we've got a usual few faces of Robertson, Trent, Salah, Henderson. But I'm hoping this team can do a job against Wolves. And I'm very proud and pleased to be bringing some of the ex-Liverpool legends back to Liverpool like Lucas Leiva and Skrtel, and to have also brought back current Liverpool players like Woodburn, Divock Origi and Matip. But the lineup we are going out with is Ben Woodburn out on the left wing, Divock Origi at striker, Salah out on the right wing, Jordan Henderson linking up with Marko Grujic in the central midfield role. A little deeper we got Lucas Leiva in the central defensive midfield, then Robertson and Matip, Skrtel and Trent at the back, with this time round George Bailey between the sticks. We used to play Bailey in a lot of the cup games early on, especially the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. He played absolutely unbelievable, and I also want to look to rest Alisson ready for the big game up next against Manchester United, because regardless of what this result is against Wolves, we've won the Premier League. The only thing we could do is make the points 3 digits. So go from 98, we win the game, to 101. We finish on over 100 points. But regardless, we sit 28 points clear on second position Chelsea. So it doesn't matter, win, draw or lose, we have already guaranteed the Premier League, which we did lift a few episodes ago. But I'm looking forward to getting back into this game. We just beat them 4-0. Although due fair to the team, we have rotated it a lot. We got Skirtle, who's only a 73 rated. Lucas Leiva, who's only 78 rated. We got Woodburn, who's 76. There is a few low-rated players in there where Wolves may well look to exploit us and think that that's the weak point. But I'm hoping the legend Lucas Leiva, the legend Martin Skirtle can be strong at the back, defend well, stop Wolves scoring, and hopefully with the home fans behind us at Anfield, we can get a win and continue on a high in today's episode. We've already beat them once in today's episode. Can we make it the double over Wolverhampton Wanderers? 2 wins under the belt in one episode against them would be unbelievable. One of them we got to lift a trophy. One of them is to just finish on a high and win our last Premier League game. Nothing will be lifted at the end of it. We have already lifted the Premier League title. But look at that. 37 plays, 32 wins, 2 draws, 3 losses. What an absolutely unbelievable record. A goal difference of 72. We have smashed it this season. And I just hope with these last 2 games to go, we can finish on a high. Because at the end of today's episode, it is certainly going to be a low time. But with Divock Origi kicking us off in this first half, let's get it underway. Salah going to go inside to Marco Grujic. Round now to Henderson. Henderson coming forward into Divock. Divock going to play it through now to Mo Salah. This is your chance here, Mo Salah. This is your chance. Onto the left foot, Mo Salah. It's 1-0 Liverpool. We needed Mo Salah to score that. He's currently on 19. We needed to score another 2 against Wolves to get him to 22 to match his Golden Boot record, which he got with Mane and Aubameyang in real life in their 18/19 Premier League run. He's got 2 to go. He's found one in the 28th. There's his 20th goal. He's got 2 more to go to complete that fan objective. Can we make it happen? Let's go, Mo. Nicely done. There we go. That's the one. Marco Grujic. Round now into Lucas Leiva. Lucas going to lay it off to Henderson. Henderson wanting to get Ben Woodburn in behind. Let's pull it back. Ben Woodburn onto his right foot. Looks at Ben, the one inside net him. And use your strength now. Nicely done. There we go. Lucas Leiva into the middle now. And as we look again, a counter-attack going. The referee is going to blow for half-time at Anfield. We're going in with a 1-0 lead over Wolves. We've certainly been the better team. I think Wolves are in kind of the same situation of us. They've just put out their best team yesterday, which is when we played in the FA Cup final. Both teams right now have got players in there that probably some people have never heard of. I know a few of you guys will probably 90% of you guys will know every player that's on the pitch there for Liverpool, apart from George Bailey, who of course is not a real player. But as for Wolves, there's plenty of players in that team that I've never heard of, and I just think they don't have the team fully fit that they had yesterday. But it is Wolves kicking us off in the second half. Let's get it underway. We're certainly solid at the back as Henderson picks that ball up and plays it out. Martin Skirtle goes straight up now to Mo Salah, who's going to look at playing it inside. We've eventually got it off. Divock Origi poke one over now to Ben Woodburn, who's trying to get on it. Ben Woodburn's going to get away from his man here. Here comes Ben Woodburn, pull it back. Little dink in now, looking for Mo Salah in the middle, but it's an easy save for Rui Patricio. Mo Salah, not one for scoring with his head usually. Moving Mo Salah into the middle. Can that make the difference for us? Let's get there, Matip. Nicely done. That's not great. And it's him. It's 1-1. We unpause after making our subs, and Matip has screwed it up for us. Not sure what Matip was doing there. What is this? That little flick on. It's not good enough. And we're back at level terms, but hopefully the new players coming on will make a difference and put Mo Salah up top. And with a minute to go, we need to do... Oh, my word. And Wolves are counter-attacking us here now. Let's go, Matip. Slow him down. Come on, Matip. Big save there from Bailey. Well done, George Bailey. He's definitely kept a point in this. We're all going to get a point. I don't think we're going to get the win. Ball in. George Bailey's going to come to get this one. Let's throw it out now to Mo Salah. In fact, it's Shaqiri's going to take it down, try and get round his man. It's not going to happen. The referee is going to blow for full time. I'm disappointed. Yeah, I think I wasted too much time trying to feed Mo Salah the ball. I really wanted to achieve the Golden Boot fan objective. It ended up being too difficult. Even moving him to strike, I was constantly trying to get the ball through to him. I stopped focusing on the win. And unfortunately, for the last game of the season, we do draw against Wolves. But regardless, we are going to finish on, I do believe, 99 points. And we already were crowned Premier League champions. So we do win the Premier League, which of course helps towards retirement 7. But we did give Mo Salah plenty of chances. And when we look at the highlights, 11 shots, 8 on target. Probably 6 of them on target were from Mo Salah. Wolves had 4 shots, 2 on target. We definitely deserve the win there. Divock Origi, who was taken off in the second half, still managed to get man of the match. So it shows how much Mo Salah and the other players, how well they really played. When somebody like Divock Origi played, 60 minutes and still managed to get man of the match. It wasn't good enough on the day. It's a little bit of a bump in the road. We didn't lose, but we get a draw. But we just have to hope we can bounce back for this final game against Manchester United in the final of the Champions League. This is it. Ladies and gentlemen, we arrive at the final of the Champions League on the 29th of May, 2021 in Season 3 of the Liverpool Career Mode. It's the final game in the FIFA 19 Liverpool Career Mode. This is the final game now. Once we play this game, we'll be looking over the fan objectives. We'll be looking at what we have achieved in our 3 years at Liverpool. And then we will be retiring, hanging up the suit and tie at Liverpool, and getting ready for our new journey for our final FIFA 19 Career Mode, which will hopefully run for 1 season and take us from the first episode all the way to the start of FIFA 20. But this is it now. 1 more game to go. It all depends on this game. We've done everything throughout the last 3 seasons, but as a manager, to finish by Van Dijk lifting the Champions League trophy for a 3rd consecutive season, it would blow my mind. This is the way I want to finish my Liverpool career. And if we can achieve this, then we have achieved and built everything I could have dreamt of at Liverpool. And I'm hoping with this usual starting 11 that has got every single player that is a true, real Liverpool player within it. The team that we started with, the team that I built and felt comfortable with, the best team I can put out there, in my personal opinion, disregarding rating. This lineup is potentially the team that in 90 minutes' time will be lifting the Champions League trophy and waving goodbye to the legend, which of course is MassiveBrad as he retires after his final and 3rd season. But we're going out there against United with Sadio Mane out on the left wing, Roberto Firmino at striker, Mo Salah out on the right wing, Gino Wijnaldum linking up with Naby Keita in the central midfield role, Fabinho a little deeper in the central defensive midfield, Robertson at Van Dijk, Gomez and Trent at the back, with the big man Alisson between the sticks. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final game of the FIFA 19 Liverpool Career Mode. If we were to lose this, I would be absolutely gutted to be retiring on such a low. To lose to Manchester United, not only are Manchester United a massive, massive rival of Liverpool in the English League, which of course is the Premier League. We're facing off against them for a 2nd time. We beat them in Season 2 and lifted the trophy. I'm hoping we can do the same for this final game at Wembley Stadium. And we will be lifting the Champions League trophy. Well, exactly like the commentator just said, the wait is over. And all the fans, it's been rumoured in the papers that after this final game in the Champions League, MassiveBrad will be hanging up his suit and tie. And in my press conference after this game, I will be announcing to all players already know, I've sat down with them and told them at the end of this season, I will be retiring. I told you guys at home. But the fans that have been with us from the start to finish, it's been rumoured in the papers, but they have not had confirmation from me. I will certainly be confirming in the press conference after we win this trophy that I will be retiring and passing the managerial role at Liverpool on to the next manager. It's the right time, it feels right, but we need to win this trophy for me to be able to retire on the highest possible point I could have in my career. We've got Lukaku kicking us off in this first half. Let's get it underway. Martial cutting back. Let's go, Salah. Keep the pressure on. Nicely done. Mo Salah's going to pick that up. It's going to be a free kick to Manchester United after just 3 minutes. We're going to have to deal with this and get this ball out, lads. We don't want Lukaku getting on this one. I'm glad that Van Dijk's on it. Mo Salah's going to be there. Let's get rid of it, Gomez. It's not good enough. Big save there, and it's 1-0 United. Massive defensive error there, which gives Rafinha a goal to put Manchester United 1-0 up after 4 minutes. Mo Salah heads out. I don't know why he headed back to Gomez. Gomez wasn't good enough. Rafinha rattles the crossbar. Alisson dives, and Rafinha was there to slot that one home as Alisson off the floor. We're 1-0 down, and this is not the start we wanted. Come on, lads, we've got to bounce back. Fabinho's on this one. Naby Keita through now to Mo Salah. Mo Salah trying to get the better. Mane's going to come into the back post. It's 1-1. Come on. A mistake there from Jose Gaya. Gifts the goal to Mane. Oh, that was a mistake. Naby Keita drags his teammate across the floor. A mistake from Jose Gaya. For some reason, he pings it across the area for Mane to run into behind, and you cannot let Mane get in behind. He does. And he slots that one on the bounce past David De Gea to put us back on level terms. We're back in it, ladies and gentlemen. And it's thanks to that man there. Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane. Fabinho going over to Naby Keita. Naby Keita straight through now to Gini. Go on, Gini. You've got Mane wanting to get in behind here. Come on, Mane. Good touch. Here comes Mane. Through on goal. Big save. And Gini's not there to follow up. It's end-to-end stuff here from Liverpool and Manchester United. Let's kick this out. Come on, Bobby. Jump for it, son. Oh, Rafinha's on that one. Come on, Naby. I thought you'd have been all over it. Mo Salah going to ping one over now for Mane to get in behind. Mane's going to head it over to Bobby. And Pogba's going to clear that out. And the referee is going to blow for half-time at Wembley. I'm very grateful to Sadio Mane, who pulled us back into this game after going 1-0 down. Because a terrible defender from Joe Gomez and Mo Salah. Stat-wise, we're pretty level on possession. We've had a few more shots. We've had 2 more shots on target, 2 more shots overall. I just think we've got to keep going here. I think the lineup we've got is good enough to do a job against United. And as Bobby Firmino kicks us off in the second half, I'm just going to hope we can keep pushing and keep fighting for that trophy. Go out now to Mane. Mo Salah coming forward to go into Bobby. Come on, Mane, this is your chance, son. Mane's going to get in behind. Come on, Mane. Come on, son, this is your chance. Cut it back. Nicely done. Mane, edge of the box now to Bobby. Controlling. In through to Gini now. Gini laying off to Naby. Naby, let's fly. It's off the crossbar. Come on, Bobby, win the header. Through to Gini. Oh, it's an easy save. Well done, lads. Well done, well done. Go over it now to Fabinho. Fabinho out wide now to Trent. Come on, lads. This is where we push on. Go into the middle for Mbappe. Mbappe going to lay it off to Coutinho. Straight through now. Pogba's watching that one. Mbappe's picked it up. Mbappe! He's only going to do it in the 80th minute. It's 2-1 Liverpool. Kylian Mbappe has put us in the lead and on for the Champions League trophy. What a ball there. What a ball. It was shocking from Manchester United. Chris Smalling seriously screws up. And you can't give Kylian Mbappe the ball right on the edge of the box. He runs through to slot home. And with 9 minutes to go, we've taken the lead. Lukaku coming now. Let's go, Gomez. Use your strength, son. Nicely done. It's going to be a corner to United with 6 minutes to go. Alexis Sanchez on the pitch now. Got to deal with this. Got to deal with it. Let's get it. Let's get it. No! No! It's 2-2. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? What was that touch, Naby Keita? And Romelu Lukaku takes it back to 2-2. With only 5 minutes to go, we're going to have to come out and go dangerous here, lads. Into Kylian Mbappe, who's going to play it through now to Mane coming forward. Here's Mane, cut it back onto his right foot. Mane, hey, it's not going to happen. David De Gea saves and the referee blows for full time. We're going into extra time. Oh. It should have been ours, but you know what, guys? This wouldn't be the last episode of the FIFA 19 Liverpool career mode if we didn't have drama, excitement, high and lows throughout the whole entire episode. We've got just that. We're going in 2-2. I'm between two minds now. Do we switch Kylian Mbappe out to the right wing for Salah and bring on our second secret weapon, which is Timo Werner? Or do we take Naby Keita off and bring on the Ox? I think we're going to go into this first half period of extra time, see what we can do. But we're certainly going to have to change something up in the second half period if we're still at 2-2. Come on, Redmen. Ball over that far side now to Alexis Sanchez. And there we go, the first half's done. We don't do anything in the second half. And we're going to penalties. We can't afford it. We've got to make some changes. We're going Mbappe out on that right wing. We're going Salah off. And we're bringing on Timo Werner. It's a risk. I should have probably took Naby Keita off for the Ox or Henderson. We could have stayed defensive and took it to penalties. I'm not willing to do that. I'm about to retire. We've got to get the win. Get out there, lads, and find me that win. It's through to Mbappe, who's going to lay it off to Naby Keita. He hasn't got much left. Kylian Mbappe. Fabinho. Coutinho tries to cut in. He's still going to get the ball. Fabinho. Naby Keita. Oh! Naby Keita's done it.
Genius. It really is genius. What a finish.
Oh, my word. Naby Keita has just scored in the 114th. I can't even speak. With 6 minutes to go, we are back in the lead, and I nearly took Naby Keita off. Oh, Timo Werner, well done for ducking. It's 3-2. Oh, God, we win this and lift the trophy, and I couldn't be any more happier to retire. I'm going to be crying in a minute. We are back in business, and we've got to keep going here, lads. Lukaku going to pull Van Dijk out of position. That could be a problem. Alexis Sanchez puts the ball in. Get rid of it, Mane. Win it, Timo Werner. Nicely done. Yes! We've done it! Oh, my word. Liverpool are the best team in the world. The commentator said the best team in Europe. Forget about that. We are the best team in the world. Champione, champione. Oh, look at the lads bouncing for a third consecutive win. Third consecutive season, sorry. We win the Premier League. Oh my God, speechless, guys. We win the Champions League. And Big Verge is the man to do it. Everyone together. Oh, hey! Everyone at home right now. When Van Dijk puts the trophy down and gets ready to lift it, do the build-up with me. Do it with me at home. Here we go. Hey! The champions of Europe, Liverpool FC. Ale, ale, ale! Ale, ale, ale! Way! It took us going to extra time. And a nerve-wracking MassiveBrad sweating in his chair to get there. But we got there. You'll never walk alone. Walk on. Walk on. Oh my word. 6 shots, 4 on target for Manchester United. 17 shots, 12 on target for Liverpool. It shows David De Gea was clearly their man of the match. And we are crowned Champions League winners. Right, guys, and here we are back at the Central for the final time ever in this FIFA 19 Liverpool career mode. Now, before I go out to the press and announce my retirement at Liverpool, I have a few loose ends to tie up, a few things to go over with you guys, and then we will be giving back the Liverpool suit and tie and retiring as Liverpool manager. As this video comes to an end, a journey comes to an end, and a new era lies ahead. First, we're going to look over the fan objectives. So as I click my fingers, the fan objectives will appear on screen now. We'll go through these one by one. Obviously, for you guys to win all the prizes that were up for grabs, we had to complete every fan objective. I apologise on behalf of Liverpool and myself that unfortunately I already know, and you guys will see on screen the ticks and the X's, that we did not complete all 6 of the fan objectives for you guys to win something at home, which I think from what I remember was online. We had a Turtle Beach headset, £50 worth of Amazon gift cards, a hoodie and t-shirt from my clothing line, and also a copy of FIFA 20 on either Xbox, PlayStation. But unfortunately, I know we didn't complete all the fan objectives, and like I just said, you guys are seeing on screen, we haven't also. But up first, we got the charity donation, which was to donate the amount of goals scored by Timo Werner in all competitions. Now, I will be doing a Season 3 fan objectives video separate to the Liverpool career mode, which is where I will be donating the money, okay? So make sure you keep your eyes out close, keep your eyes open for that. And also, if you could drop down below some comments of charities. Last time we done British Heart Foundation, and we also done Great Ormond Street Hospital. If there's anyone else out there, any other charities that are close to your heart, drop them down below in the comment section and we will donate the money to them. But let's look how many goals Timo Werner actually scored as we go over to the squad hub, scroll to the bottom for strikers. Let's see what he managed to do in the end. So Timo Werner, move over to stats. What we need to do is we need to look, if you look over to the right, you'll see club competitions as the top bar. We've got app, which is appearances. The next one over is G for goals. If we come down that list, the first one is 2 goals scored in the UEFA Champions League. Next down, we have 10 goals scored by Timo Werner in the Premier League. 1 goal scored in the Carabao Cup. No goals scored in the Super Cup, and 10 goals scored in the Emirates FA Cup, which if you then come to the bottom line, which is totals, Timo Werner has scored a total of 23 goals for Liverpool in all competitions this season. So we will be donating £23 to a charity of your guys' choice. So make sure you drop some comments down below with United Kingdom charities, and we will donate the money to that cause. What I quickly want to do while we're looking at this is look how Bobby Firmino got on. Bobby Firmino only scored 14 in all competitions, 9 of them only coming from the Premier League. Bobby Firmino has been top goal scorer for the first 2 seasons. Seasons 1 and 2, he was top goal scorer. This year, Harry Kane was the man to beat, and unfortunately, we just couldn't get there. Moving down from the top left to the bottom left, Golden Boot scored 22 goals with Mane or Salah to match their Golden Boot record in 2018/19 Premier League season. As we scroll down 2 from Bobby Firmino, we can see Mo Salah, who unfortunately only managed to score 20 goals in 34 appearances in the Premier League, which means Mo Salah did not achieve his 22 goals to secure him the Golden Boot fan objective. As we scroll down to Sadio Mane, unfortunately, it's the same sort of situation. 29 appearances, only managed 11 goals in the Premier League. So again, Sadio Mane, unfortunately, doesn't match his record in real life and doesn't achieve the Golden Boot fan objective. Moving over to the bottom in the middle, we've got record breaker with Naby Keita break Gerrard's 08-09 record of 24 goals in one season, not including pre-season. This is going to be very close, ladies and gentlemen. I don't actually know what happened with him in the end, but he did just score in that game. Did he get close? Unfortunately not. You can see at the very bottom, he did score 24 goals. 8 of them came from pre-season, which leaves him with only 16 goals scored. 2 of them come from the Champions League. 10 in the Premier League, 2 in the Carabao Cup, 2 in the FA Cup, which means he was 8 goals away from breaking Gerrard's 08-09 record. So unfortunately, record breaker is an X. It's a failure, and we didn't complete that fan objective as well. Moving down to the bottom right, we have the mailman. Get 13 plus assists with Trent Alexander-Arnold or Andy Robertson. I already know as I move up the list, we were miles away from doing this, and I can only apologise, guys. Andy Robertson in the Premier League after 29 appearances, 2 assists. He scored more goals in the Prem than he got assists, but 2 from Andy Robertson. It wasn't good enough, and it was 11 away from being able to achieve the mailman for you guys at home. So I can apologise over that. And as we move up to look at Trent, it's the same sort of situation. 26 games played in the Premier League, 1 goal, only 1 assist, which makes him 12 away from getting that mailman fan objective for you guys. So unfortunately, we also failed the mailman. This is not looking great right now. We failed the golden boot. We failed record breaker. We failed the mailman. We certainly set some difficult fan objectives, and I suppose, as most people say, you can't win them all. And unfortunately, this time around, we've done very well with the fan objectives in Season 2. That wasn't so much the case in Season 3. As we move up to the top right, we have the Genie's Wish. Get a combined 20 plus goals and assists with Gini Wijnaldum. As we move down to the midfielders to find Gini Wijnaldum, have we managed to do it? As we scroll down the list for the goal column, we managed 9 goals with Gini for his goal column and 8 assists. It only gives us 17. We were 3 goals or assists or mixed. We were 3 away from achieving the Genie's Wish. So again, unfortunately, another one failed. Another X on the list. We didn't achieve the Genie's Wish. Can only apologise, guys. I did really try. And as we move to the final fan objective, the one down the middle, retirement 7, we needed to achieve and tick off all 6 fan objectives for you guys to win at home. So although we did achieve the retirement 7, because we did win the Asian Elite Cup, we did win the FA Community Shield, we did win the Super Cup, we did win the Carabao Cup, we did win the FA Cup, we did win the Premier League, and we've just beaten Manchester United 3-2 and won the UEFA Champions League. Although retirement 7 is the only objective or fan objective that we have completed in Season 3, I'm gutted for you guys because I really wanted to win them all to be able to give something back to you guys for supporting me. But I have to say, the fact I've achieved retirement 7 has made me very happy, because as a manager, to be playing my best football that I possibly can, to be able to achieve all 7 pieces of silverware that were up for grabs in Season 3 before retiring at the end of the season, it makes me very, very happy. Now, we've done over the fan objectives. We're quickly going to have a look at the growth potentials from some of the players in this season. We're quickly going to go down the list and see what's happened. So George Bailey grew 3 up to 88. Dylan Morris grows 5 up to 86. Declan Evans grows 5 up to 74. Allison grows 1 up to 88. Semedo up 2 to 85. Trent up 2 to 87. Martin Scale down 1 to 73. Joe Matip stays at 83 overall. Jonathan Tarr up 2 to 87. Nathan Phillips up to 66. Joe Gomez up 1 to 86. Jimenez stayed at 87. Van Dijk stayed at 86. Robertson up 2 to 86. Kieran Tierney stayed at 83. Jordan Henderson stayed at 82. Fabinho up 1 to 89. Matthew Virtue Thick up 1 to 64. Sandro Tonali up 9 to 85. Marko Grujic up 6 to 83. Lucas Leiva down 1 to 78. Aaron Ramsey down 1 to 82. The Ox up 2 to 85. Genie stayed at 82. Naby Keita stayed at 88. Herbie Kane up 2 to 70. James Milner down 2 to 74. Anderson Talisca up 1 to 87. Camacho up 3 to 70. Ben Woodburn up 1 to 76. Bobby stayed at 87. Shaqiri down 1 to 81. Mo Salah stayed at 89. Kylian Mbappe stayed at 92. Ryan Brewster up 4 to 75. Divock Origi stayed at 81. Timo Werner up 2 to 89. Vinicius Junior up 3 to 87. Sadio Mane stayed at 87. Coutinho up 1 to 90. Sessegnon up 2 to 87. And that is the end of the list. So a lot of growth there. Only a few players went down in ratings, so it wasn't as bad as what I thought. And the last thing to do, guys, obviously we want to take a quick look at the standings. We finished the season on 99 points after 38 games. Harry Kane wins Golden Boot with 26 goals. Mo Salah was 6 goals behind on 20. But a great performance from Mo Salah in Season 3. Certainly upped his game. It's just a shame in the last quarter of the year, he just didn't keep to his scoring ways and just couldn't score more goals for us. It is a big shame. I honestly thought he could have went on to first of all win the Golden Boot in the fan objectives and also win the Golden Boot in the Premier League. And the last and sad thing to do, guys, is to go over to the office and take a look at the career we have had in the 3 years at Liverpool. If we look at the overall, we have been at one club for 3 seasons. We have won 3 league titles. We won the Premier League every single year. We've won 5 domestic cups over the 3 seasons. 3 continental cups over the 3 seasons. Our biggest win was 7-0 over Fulham in September of 2020. Our biggest defeat was 3-0 to Spurs in August 2019. 3-0 is our biggest defeat. That is very, very good. Our record transfer fee was 140 million for our secret weapon, the Frenchman, Kylian Mbappe. And we earned a total of 9 million or 9.6 million pounds. The club record over the 3 years, if we have played 208 games. Out of them, we won 178, drew 23, lost 7. To go a whole 3 seasons and only lose 7 games over 3 years, that is absolutely unbelievable. I couldn't ask for a better record if I tried. And as we look at the 4, the F and the A, that is goals for, how many goals we scored over the 3 years and how many we conceded. We scored 507. We conceded 130, which gives us a goal difference total of 377 goals. We scored 377 more goals than we conceded. So the Emirates FA Cup we won, the Carabao Cup we won, the Premier League we won, the Champions League we won. Is the Continental Cup maybe the... I don't know, the Carabao Cup's there. Is it maybe the Shield? I'm not really sure, guys. I may have messed up on that, but for some reason, the Continental Cup, our objective was to reach the final, and it was a no. We didn't achieve it. But regardless, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, the Premier League, and the Champions League, we won. Manager of the Month awards, we got none of them in the first year. Manager of the Year award, we didn't get. And in that year, our biggest transfer out was Klein for 21.4 million, and our transfer record paid was for Jimenez of 42 million. We finished the league, the Premier League, in first position. As we move on to the second season, we can scroll down. Oh, we didn't do too well in season 2, if I'm completely honest. I thought, let's just go through it. The Super Cup, we won. The Champions League, we won. The FA Community Shield, we only managed to get to the final. We won the FA Cup. We only got to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup, and the Premier League we won. We received no Manager of the Month awards, and we did win Manager of the Year award. And our record transfer fee paid was for Jonathan Tah of 34 million, and record transfer fee received and player moved on was Joel Matip for 22.2 million. We also finished the Premier League first, and of course won it. So season 2, we only got to the final of the FA Cup and only the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. But I'm guessing we were just simulating Carabao Cup games, and that's probably why we lost it. And as we move into our third and final league, or year should I say, the UEFA Super Cup, we won. The UEFA Champions League, we won. The FA Community Shield, we won. The Emirates FA Cup, we won. The Carabao Cup, we won. The Premier League, we won. So there are the 6 big trophies: the Super Cup, the Champions League, the FA Community Shield, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, the Premier League, and we also won pre-season. We received no Manager of the Month awards. We did get Manager of the Year awards. I have no idea why we never got Manager of the Month awards. That's ridiculous. In all 3 seasons, not 1 month were we crowned Manager of the Month. That's ridiculous. We did win Manager of the Year award in season 3. Our biggest signing was Mbappe for 140 mil. Our biggest move on was Angel Correa to Real Madrid for 42.5 million. And of course, we did finish first in the Premier League. And that, guys, is unfortunately it. Let's just see what jobs are available. Spurs, Bayern, and Spurs. That's it. Well, it comes down to this very, very sad and upsetting moment. First of all, before we get to the sad part, I want to thank you guys at home that has tuned in, watched first of all the Liverpool career mode, left a like on the video, left a comment on the video. I appreciate every single one of you, and I cannot thank you enough, because it was thanks to this FIFA 19 Liverpool career mode that boosted my channel to be able to get over 1,000 subscribers, to get that 1k subscriber mark. I've grinded, I've put so many hours, we've had so many ups and downs, from the microphone being terrible quality to the audio not being synchronized with the gameplay. We've had so many problems upgrading the new PC and not being able to upload for a week. We've had so many problems, and it all comes down to this. So I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much to every single one of you individually. Thank you for supporting this series. And I can honestly just hope that in this final FIFA 19 career mode, whatever that is, and bearing in mind, guys, down below there will be in the description, there will be a straw poll. I'll put it in the comment section as well. You are now voting for the team that we will be doing our final FIFA 19 career mode with. I ask you guys from the bottom of my heart, I understand a lot of you have come for Liverpool content. The Liverpool career mode will be coming back for FIFA 20. We will be doing 2 seasons with Liverpool. It won't be as long. We won't be doing 3 seasons. We'll be doing 2. It will be coming back for FIFA 20. But I ask from the bottom of my heart, whatever team we do for this final FIFA 19 career mode, please support me the way you guys have in the Liverpool career mode. Please don't unsubscribe because it's a different team. Please don't dislike the video. Please don't stop leaving comments. I need you guys to support me right through to FIFA 20. And then we're going to blow up and make some unbelievable content. So keep leaving your likes. Keep leaving your comments. Keep sharing the video. Keep telling your friends and your family about the channel. Please don't give up just because we're doing another career mode that you may personally not like that team. I know a lot of you are here for the Liverpool career mode, and it will be back in around a month and a half time when FIFA 20 drops. Please continue to support me, because the support and love you guys have given me throughout this whole Liverpool career mode has been surreal for me. I am humbled by the love and support. So I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, guys, appreciate all of you guys that tune in daily, weekly, and watch my content. It means so much to me. So please do go and vote on the straw poll. Please do continue to support the channel. It will only get bigger and better, guys, as you guys keep watching the content. As the channel grows, I will grow. The content will grow. It will only get better. So please stick around. And if you haven't clicked that subscribe button, definitely click it now, because things will only get bigger and better from this point on. But the last thing I would like to say in this conference is MassiveBrad, Liverpool's manager, would like to announce retirement after 3 unbelievable, incredible roller coaster of 3 seasons we have had. I now announce my retirement from Liverpool. And if you guys have enjoyed today's video, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been MassiveBrad. Peace out.